No matter where you go, fitting ain't good.
Hello and welcome back to the Ask Johnny channel. Still the least watched show in YouTube history, but today we're delving into a small town way out there in the bloody back blocks that may have been there or may not have been there.
At the beginning, when you're first starting to hear it, it won't seem like it makes all that much sense, but just stick with it.
Yeah, well, there's a new bloody report on global warming and all its effects, Johnny, and they're saying it's going to be worse than we first thought. Climate change, global warming, worse than they first thought, huh, Johnny? Wow. Yeah, it's going to be as bloody awful. Well, you know, Johnny, the joke's on them, really, because we're all going to be fucking vaporised in a nuclear holocaust in about 2 weeks' time. Yes, yeah. But what have you got for us, Johnny? Right, Johnny, we'll get on to what this is from Horton. Horton in Chile. Hello to everybody in Chile. Keep watching us up there, for God's sake, especially Horton. But Johnny, Horton says, Johnny, your fine documentaries on the strange and unusual are a delight for us all here in Chile. But I wonder, Johnny, what's your thoughts on ghost towns? Have you ever spent time in such towns, Johnny? Signed Horton from Chile. Thanks, Horton. Johnny, we spent some time in a ghost town, didn't we? Ghost towns, Johnny? Yeah, we spent a couple of bloody awkward nights in a couple of ghost towns, but I'm going to change the subject slightly. But that's not really what Horton's asked. Yeah, who cares about Horton? I'm going to talk about the Mandela effect. Oh, the Mandela effect, Jesus. I'm going to talk about Doveland, Wisconsin. Doveland, Wisconsin? Where the fucking hell is Oh, all right then, whatever. Yeah, Doveland, Wisconsin. Wisconsin's a beautiful state, Johnny. Oh, Wisconsin, it's bloody beautiful, Johnny. No, we've never been there, you bloody dreamer, no. But it's a beautiful state, I've heard. And there are small towns and mountains and all sorts of bloody beautiful scenery out there. Well, we went somewhere, something starting with a W, I'm sure. Yeah, Johnny, there's a few people around who believe they've been to this particular place, Doveland, Wisconsin, and when they go to look at it on the map, it's not bloody there. Some of these people reckon they've even got memorabilia from this bloody town. Yeah, but they're out there, Johnny. They're bloody convinced they've been to bloody Doveland. Oh, the Mandela effect. Oh, Jesus. But to make matters difficult, Johnny, there's only one bloody photo ever been taken in or around Doveland. And this is it. Jesus Christ, have a look at that. Now, that's not particularly conclusive, Johnny, because that could have been taken in someone's bloody grandma's fucking back room, for all we know. Oh, come on, Johnny. Come on. I mean, Johnny, you and I could have put this up and said this was in Doveland, Wisconsin. Oh, this one was in Doveland, Wisconsin. But it's the only bloody photo that comes up when you look for it.
Vai falar a respeito de Doveland. Doveland, e a história aqui fica por conta da Obscure Urban Legends Wiki, seria uma suposta cidade que desapareceu na década de 90 em Wisconsin. Eu não sei se a pronúncia...
So bear with me here. Dublin, Wisconsin. Dublin, Wisconsin was supposedly a small town which somehow disappeared in the 1990s. Some people in Wisconsin allegedly have shirts, mugs, and souvenirs from the town. Some even remember it and had relatives who had previously lived there.
Do you mean to tell me that there's people out there that believe they've been to a town that may not have existed in the first place? But Johnny, there's bugger all on the internet about Doveland, Wisconsin. Wouldn't that suggest that it didn't...
The freaky part about this is how many people in my family from Wisconsin say they actually remember Doveland.
Oh, the Mandela effect. Oh, Jesus. So there are three prevailing scenarios, Johnny. Either Doveland, Wisconsin never bloody existed in the first place. Doveland, Wisconsin did exist back in the old bloody gold rush days or whatever, and it slowly died away like some towns do, and it eventually disappeared. The third one, Johnny, is that there was some sort of bloody government experiment done out there near Doveland, Wisconsin, and all the people got affected or infected, or they were all blown up, or some fucking such thing, and the government had to keep it quiet. Johnny, is this just part of the stupid bloody internet bloody culture that keeps dreaming these stupid fucking things up and...
We're born in that swirling inferno of radioactive dust, where things so horrible, so terrifying, so hideous.
To basically destroy the whole thing and just purge it. And you could say, well, that's impossible. How could you get away with that? Well, one, this was back in the 80s and 90s, which would be a little bit easier for them to cover up. But two, you know, America's a huge place. A lot of times we don't realize how big America is. So if you had some small town, you know, because they never really say what the population of this is. Let's say you had a town that only had like 1,000 people in it, and you did release some sort of virus or you ran some sort of test or something in that town, and it went sideways, you could cover it up. And if anyone ever asked about it, just be like, oh, no, that town didn't exist. And over time, eventually people who were around to even remember that town.
Existence around us. Can we change the past the more we think about it now? It's almost like a Mandela effect, but only like, well, it is kind of like the Mandela effect. Like, the more we think about it, the more that it becomes factual. I don't know. It's bizarre.
So, Johnny, you reckon we're witnessing the very birth of a Mandela effect? Well, that'd be an honour to be part of a new Mandela effective thing. But Johnny, it could be quite some time before we get any large numbers of people claiming they've been to Doveland, Wisconsin.
As far as the vanishing towns go, is it an internet mystery? Is it a creepypasta? Are we retroactively creating history that never happened, but now it will have always happened? I don't know. I can't wrap my head around it.
But I hope and pray, Johnny, that the US government will come clean on this particular bloody conspiracy theory and put it to rest, or bloody admit to the fact that Doveland, Wisconsin did exist. Surely, Johnny, governments don't withhold information from the very people that elected them. That'd be, well, it just wouldn't happen. What did you think of that? Yeah, Dove Burger, whatever the hell it was called. You know, it reminds me of the words of the great Confucius, who says, man who live with ghosts, well, he's just, he's just...